Hello, my name is Ruth Slagle. I'm the instructional librarian and the embedded librarian in your course. So I want to show you how to access articles for your journal reviews. So we're going to focus on today your first ones because that's coming up due next week. So you can email me if you have questions or you need help or you want to meet one-on-one. I am under the class list, and you just would click on my name, Slagle Ruth. And then you can also email me directly through my Jackson State email. So if you click on this, need help with research, it will take you to the library page. And let's just recenter that a little bit. If you come under About the Library and go to Library Staff, here is my information. So this is my email and my office number. You can also come and meet with me in person, and I will show you in a little bit. I believe actually, yes. So here is, I have a little information on finding resources for your papers, and this is a number you can use to call or text me at. And then this is just some stuff, just different stuff. And again, here's some more information about me. And you can utilize the Ask the Librarian forum under discussions. Okay, so let's get rolling. Your first journal you can do you're doing on Vygotsky and Pyatt. So to find sources for that, let's actually go back a little bit. Okay, perfect. So I would really encourage y'all to use JSTOR. JSTOR is a great resource. And when you're using JSTOR, and this is true for a lot of different research you're going to do, and then especially for this class, you want to utilize the Boolean operators. Now, with the database, you want to keep in mind that you're not asking it a question. You just want to pull out the key terms that you're looking for. So we're going to type in Vygotsky and Pyatt, and then we're actually going to add another row and come to cognitive development. Okay, so you have several results that show up right away, and keep in mind when you're looking for a type of article, you want to be using ones that are either going to be talking about human growth, education, psychology, because these two theorists fall in those fields. So some of these are going to be looking at the pros and cons. They're going to look at the different ways. So you'll just have to decide which article you're going to use. And you can come and read the abstract, which will tell you and kind of give you a prequel of what the article is going to be about. And you'll just want to read through and decide, okay, maybe I want to use this article, maybe I don't. And it's highly possible that you might kind of be using two articles depending on what you find in the articles. Maybe you're not finding everything you need. And you want to be, for this article review, you want to be answering the questions that Professor Hickey asks you. And that's how you're going to structure your paper. Like if you're asking about structure, you just have a simple introduction, and then you dive into the reviewing the article and looking at what you've learned based on the articles and their two opinions as theorists. Okay, now for APA, you can come up to this cite button right here and you can grab the APA, but you need to keep in mind that it is possible that not all of it is going to be correct. And actually, this article looks pretty correct, except for one problem. So in APA, you use capitalization for the first word, and then after that you capitalize when it's a proper place, person, or thing. So this divergent would need to be in lowercase, but you can still copy it. That's a great starter source. Also, you might be hearing about the permalink, and you'll be confused about if you're using an online source. So APA kind of gets rid of that question by just requiring, if you're using any type of online resource, to have a DOI or permalink. And so for JSTOR, it's going to be this link down here. Now, if you have any questions about the APA, let me show you in the library. So you can come under Research Help and click on Research and Writing Help, and then come scroll down to APA Grammar and Guidelines. And this will have information on how you would do your references. So we know that our reference come down to reference example, and then we know we're using a journal article. And so you come to journal article, and then it will give you information based on your journal article. Now, APA is taking for account that, and this is true for a lot of sources, a lot of journal articles especially, that they're pretty much published all online. So you don't have to worry about the print versus online. Also, so as you see, there are four authors here. So if any of you come across, let's see if we can find any examples. I know there's a few articles that are in here that have 2 authors. It looks like most of them you have, so this one has 2, this one has 3. So you would follow the guidelines if you have 2. So if you have 3 authors, you'll still be listing them out. So when you're citing, you would do, if you happen to use this article, you would do McBee, Galvalet, and Doomsmore, and then you would, and then you would include the year it was published, so 2007 in parentheses, and then you would proceed in like quoting or paraphrasing what you're saying. So when you're writing your paper, you'll want to decide if I'm going to use the parenthetical, which would be at the end of either your paraphrase or your citation, or the narrative, and that would be like where you would say their author's last names and then proceed into whatever you're paraphrasing or quoting. Now, and you might be using both, and that's because it just flows better with what you've written. If you come back up to the style guide here, you can also see information on in-text citation. So it will give you and talk to you about how in-text citation works, and how you would paraphrase within APA. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, or you want to meet with me, or you have questions about APA, or you want me to look over something with APA, just email me. Use those contact information, and that's it. I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. And have a great rest of your day.